U.S. auto giants Ford and General Motors reported strong earnings for 2021 despite supply constraints and rising fuel costs. Ford's investments in electric vehicle startup Rivian provided a financial boost. And it plans to double its EV production to 600,000 units by next year. But a global chip shortage is impeding the sector, and governments are racing to provide solutions. The EU plans to invest $48 billion to quadruple its chip production capacity, but critics say that could lead to a supply glut.
These kind of government initiatives kind of seem all right on paper, but in practice, they're very hard to do because you're kind of trying to impose a top-down mandate on business, and business needs to make its own decisions for its own shareholders and investors. So, I mean, just everybody can say we want 20% of the world market, and the US has said that, Europe has said that. But at the end of the day, you end up with more than 100%, and so you'll end up with an oversupply situation. So until the industry really wants to bring that chip manufacturing back home, until the businesses, until the customers insist upon buying locally rather than buying from an outsourced supply, I don't think you're going to find these initiatives are going to be terribly successful. And even though the numbers are eye-watering, they're talking about $40–50 billion. That's less than 1 year's investment in the industry.
Meanwhile, strong demand for COVID-19 vaccines and other medication has boosted earnings for pharmaceutical companies. Pfizer nearly doubled its revenues from last year in the fourth quarter. The company has emerged as a clear leader in COVID-19 vaccines and expects strong sales for its antiviral pill next year. Merck did not jump into the COVID-19 vaccine race, but sales of its antiviral medication Xevudy helped revenues climb 25% to $13 billion in the fourth quarter.